Hello, welcome. We are live. This is Maniac Tim from Tim's Maniac Sports. Uh, your place where you don't ever know what the heck I'm going to say because just tune into Free for All Fridays. You might find something, but just remember, sometimes things come out of my mouth that I really don't intend them the way that it should be. But welcome to Tim's Maniac Sports. Right away, we have a good morning from Cowboy for Life. Yeah, this is definitely a fan from the Dallas Cowboys. Uh, Thank you for tuning into my show. I really glad that you decided to come along and just like, subscribe, and appreciate the comment. Right now, I see we have one viewer. You guys can view this on Tim's Maniac Sports YouTube. You can also view this on Twitch TV, Maniac Sports, and you can also view this on Facebook, my group, which is Maniac Sports. Thank you guys. Well, as I said, we were gonna have a recap for the Chicago Bears facing the Detroit Lions. The last game. Well, you know what? That wasn't even a game. Sorry, if you're a Bears fan, I I'm real. I feel for you, man. We've been, as being a Lions fan, we've been there, and you guys have always had always shown a what do I want to say, a strength in actually a force against us. You've always competed very highly against the Lions, but this time it was domination personified by us, by the Detroit Lions. After the after the first two plays, or the first two drives that the Bears had, um, scoring was over. Justin Fields. I don't know for sure if he got hurt, if he just got so dinged up that there. I'm sure he was in a lot of pain just to uh, be playing. And actually, he did have a few good runs even after that, but it was the Lions defense just rose up and they just kind of really just took it to him. But we also got to look at it like this too. Chicago Bears, all they had basically was Justin Fields. I mean, yeah, you had their their offensive line is not what it should be up to their standards. Their defense is not what they're used to having, and it's just something that you not used to seeing. And we know the Bears are rebuilding this year. Um, so they were more or less what they expected. They started off better than the Lions, but of course the Lions finished off better than them. Hey, welcome. All right. Okay, last time the Lions beat the Packers, Aaron Rodgers was a crying baby. Heck yeah. And you know what? He's probably going to be a crying baby again because, unless the refs bail him out, or the Lions play like they did, uh, or the Lions play like they did, against Carolina, Hey. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, Greg Royce. What's up? What's up? What brings out the maniac in you, Greg? And what brings out the maniac in you, Cowboys? What just turns you on in sports that will make you guys yell at the top of your lungs when you're at the football game or at a sports contest? What goes ahead and brings out the excitement? Hey, I'll tell you what, I had a lot of it last week. I had a lot of it this year, this season where after the dismal start of the 1-6 season, when the Lions went ahead and they took off and they just went ahead and just bought out, you know. Um, but yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming and but yeah, the this Lions team is something else now. Okay, doing good, brother. Hope for a sweep of the Packers. The thing is being out the things that brings uh, being out the beast in me bowling large fourth quarters leads or blowing large fourth quarter leads really gets me going. Yeah, that is exactly. Yeah, when you blow a large fourth quarter lead, uh, anytime you even blow a lead at all, but yeah, that will. And she actually also, you know, bringing out the lead or um, also, if you're the losing team, all right, and you're actually coming back in the fourth quarter and take it over, because bringing out the maniac isn't only the bad side. That's one side of it. But also bringing out the maniac is, going ahead and scoring that darn touchdown to win the game too. Going ahead and sacking the opposite team's quarterback. Um, hey. And of course, my friend, Grandizer 12. Yeah, what brings out the maniac in me? Yeah, we were just kind of talking about it. Glad to see you. How's your morning going today? How's your morning? I hope it's going good. Yeah, but hey, like I said, it was not that good for the Bears last week. It was not that good for the Aaron Rodgers last time the Lions played him. We just cannot just go ahead and expect to do that this time. But I do think we're the better team, and as long as uh, the Lions come to play, they should be able to do it. All right. Uh, FGB. Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah, definitely. All day, every day. All day, every day. Yeah. FDB. Okay, definitely. All right. Here we go. Now, this is what I mean. I was actually doing this a lot during the Bears game, uh, trying to follow down the little bouncing ball. It wasn't really a bouncing ball, but when they were doing every time they scored, and hey, they played a lot, so I should know it by heart by now. But the Lions, okay, this is for you, and excuse my voice because I don't carry a tune too well. But all right, here we go. Earplugs are recommended for this. Okay. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Go Lions, win the game. With honor you will keep. Uh, with honor you will keep the fame down the field and gain Lions victory. Go Lions. All right. That is good. That is good. And hey, I know it's wow. We got 4 viewers this morning, and that is real great. I love it. I love it. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and if you guys want to join the show, I'll try to send you a link. But yeah, and also comments are well appreciated. Had a couple from Cowboy for Life. Gray Rice joined in, and of course, Grandizer 12. Comments and fans are always appreciated here, and I will try to get as much on as I can. All right. Um, okay. NFC. Okay. This is, okay. NFC North standings. Vikings 12-4. They're either going to be 13-5 after this week. Lions are 8-8. Packers are 8-8. Bears are 3-13. Yeah, baby. And let's just hope that after this Sunday, and because nobody's picking the Lions because they're all so darn afraid of the Lions' pass. But when you're turning around a team, yes, Green Bay's been it for years. Okay, Green Bay's also had help for years too. And hey, I'm just hoping this game is won on the field and not by interference, and not that people need to be rescued by that other team that is officiating the game. So let's just hope that it's one on the field and there is no interference by the NFL or the NFL refs, because hey, it happens. We see that. All right, okay. Just got out of work. Wow, I know you must be tired. But hey, glad to have you. Glad to hear you. All right. Thank you very much, and welcome to Tim's Maniac Sports. Okay, uh, Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers history. The two teams have met each other 186 times, including two postseason games, with the Packers winning should be 104, because there's one game that I won't give them credit for, uh, because I know it took four darn uh, bad calls by the officials to go ahead and give them a 1 point victory. But it does say 105, and the records will show that. Okay. And the Lions winning 74, which really should be 75 games. And the game that I'm talking about is, of course, the last Monday night game that Matthew Stafford had with the Detroit Lions against Green Bay. You know, that was that game. And if you guys go ahead and look at it, and if you guys are honest with yourself, you will know what I'm talking about. Uh, but hey, they were given that. Hey, all right. Uh, the game day weather forecast is partly cloudy throughout the day, 26 degrees Fahrenheit, 1.6 Celsius or centigrade, whatever. Winds are at 8 miles per hour, 6 knots. Okay, bringing out some nautical information there too. That's pretty good, Grandizer 12. Yeah, you may have been working all night, but shoot, you're awake now. All right. Lions, Green Bay Packers, favored by 5, under and over. 49 by a draft king. All right. Yeah, we know they're favored, and everybody really don't want to. Everybody's picking them too. So, okay, Cowboy for life. The Lions will be legit contenders next year with all of those draft picks from TJ Hawkinson. Yes, yeah, and also we still have that one from Stafford, that could end up being, even if the uh, even if the Rams lose, then we just get a better draft pick. You know, I mean, yeah, counts our playoffs hope. Not, it cuts our playoffs hope. But shoot, I still want to beat the Packers regardless. Because what does it mean? It means you end the team on a note of beating your most heated opponent at their field, and plus it gives you a winning record. So no matter what, just beat the Packers. That's all. All right, Lions news. Detroit Lions. DP. Deion Elliott. Aaron Rodgers. Green Bay Packers don't respect us. Yahoo Sports. Tim was there. Exactly, they don't. And I'll tell you, if it was anybody else besides Green Bay, I think we'd begin to respect. But everybody knows what goes on in Lambeau Field. Everybody knows that. And also, I mean, hey, some of the criticism we have on ourselves. Because, I mean, there's been times that the Lions have just laid an egg at the end. But, they're turning around. They have they looked bad at the beginning of the year. Uh, their defense has rose from what it was in. We're not the same Lions. Yes, the Packers are playing better than what they were the last time we met. They had to change their scheme. They got away from just Aaron Rodgers being the save all. They're focusing on running. It's but it's just the way it is. We got to get over that reputation, and we just got to win. That's one way you get over the old reputation. Hey, nobody before the game at Ford Field against the Packers, nobody was giving the Lions a chance to win. Nobody. So what's new? Except we're at Lambeau Field outdoors. All right. Last game of the year for the playoffs. How was my Christmas? Thank you. It was good. Um, Anytime you have so much time off from work, I mean, yeah, it was 4 day weekend for me, excuse me, which was definitely good. But and I got to spend some time with family and that was great too. How was yours? Okay, kind of got a little ahead. All right, I'm going to release the Blippler, Tim's Maniac Sports. Yeah, and of course, you know we gotta go ahead and just roar for the Lions, roar for victory. And you know what would be great if any Lions fan in that stand, whenever the Lions score, would go ahead and give a nice, great big roar whenever the Lions score. It would be great. Can you just see that at Lambeau Field? Just going ahead and anytime they score and stuff like that. And also, if the refs go ahead and try to change the game, just go ahead and give that damn roar again, too. Excuse the language that slipped out. Lions news. The Lions close to setting the record for sacks by rookies in this season. Lions wire. Tim was, yeah, definitely. You, James Houston and of course, Agent Aiden Hutchinson. Man, they have been just getting the sacks. Yeah, it's and James Houston, his sacks has only been since Thanksgiving Day. So it's he hasn't been. He was released from the team, brought back due to injury, and now the people on the Lions organization they're scratching their head. Why did they let him go in the first place? They just think if he would have been in there the whole season, how things might have changed at the beginning of the year. All right, Lions news. Many Lions fans don't mind moving to the NF, NFC, even if the and it's, I guess that would be NFC South. Even if not on the okay, even if the playoffs not on the line. Oh, national game. Yeah, I I wanted the Lions. We were complaining about not getting a televised game, a national televised game. Shoot, we finally got one. And you know what? The Lions had to go ahead and prove who they were before they would give us a game. And hey, they stood up. They said, "Hey, let's count us. We are we are a team that deserves to be on the national spotlight." Okay, one sec. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that, folks. All right, yeah, thank you. And of course, I don't have a co-host. Otherwise, I was just sending Lions news. Lions prepare for Lambeau Field conditions. Slippery is not an excuse this week. Yep, the pride of Detroit. Exactly, exactly. And the equipment manager, they they looked at they're looking at what Minnesota did wrong. And hey, yeah, it's not an excuse. Go ahead, wear the right footing, wear the right cleats. Uh, be prepared. And of course, Lambeau Field is a heated field, so it's even if it's cold outside, it's that ice should be melting on the fields, which can make the conditions. Uh, but the best way to do that is be prepared. They've been practicing with different cleats, and I'm sure they've been practicing outside. So, we all know how Michigan weather is and how it's been in Michigan this week. So, hey, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Okay, Lions News. Adrian Hutchinson wants prime time game to become the norm for Detroit Lions. M Live. And Tim was there. For sure. For sure. And why does he want that? Because, hey, being good brings you national games. And yeah, I agree. I agree. Although for my viewing, because I do work second shift, I gotta admit, not having a Monday night game allowed me to see every game this week or this season. So that really helped out. And also not having Thursday night games. So that I was appreciated for that schedule for that reason because it did allow me to see every game live. All right. Okay, Lions news. Detroit defensive end Anaheim Hutchins deserve some destroy content right displaying. Uh, Draft according to Tankathon, Detroit Lions. I just love that name, Tankathon. Yeah, I mean, I just love that name. If you gotta pick a name, Tankathon. That is okay. And there are some teams that just tank for to go ahead and get that extra draft pick. So that is just one. That is a great name. That is a great name. Okay, currently drafting at 17 overall in the first round of the 2023 NFL Draft. Continue. All right. Also, Lions currently hold the Los Angeles Rams 5 and 11 first round pick of 2023 draft at number 6, getting a 6th round draft choice, or maybe even better if they end up losing to the Seahawks. Hey, that makes a difference. You know, that's why I've been saying all along. It's a win-win situation, even if we can't go to the playoffs because the Rams uh, lose to the Seahawks before the game even starts. We would get a better draft choice because they would be seated lower. The Rams would be so. All right, Rams remaining schedule 5-11 Seattle. Yep. All right. Restore the roar, defend the den, goal lines. Yeah, definite. And you know what? The roar has been restored for the latter part of the season, from the mid to latter part of the season. I think the roar has been restored in the den. Uh, has been yeah, teams have been defeated. Now we also want to go into other teams' stadiums and conquer. We want to become conquerors. We want to become victorious too. We want to go into teams, into stadiums like Lambeau Field and just go ahead and show that we're better than them and just dominate, personified. Go ahead and send send the Packers home for lunch, after we have a feeding frenzy on that field by scoring on their butts. Because, that's one thing, it's one thing you win at home, then in order to be a great team, you got to win at home, and then you also need to be contenders on the road and win on the road. Now, when you're a playoff team, all right, you got to be great on the road. So, if you want to win some playoff games, if you're counting on doing that, you need to learn how to win on the road as well as you win on the at your own place. All right, we own the morning. It was hard for me to get up this morning, but I'll agree with that. We own the morning, at least today. Okay, how far of a drive is it for you to Lambeau Field? Shoot, I'll need to Google it, but I would need to say it's at least a 6 to 7 hour drive, maybe 8 hour, because it's in Wisconsin. Now, if the Cross Lakes Ferry was still running, it wouldn't be bad, because we just go ahead and get on the ferry from Muskegon to Milwaukee, and that would be great. The Lake Express ferry. Yeah, okay. Well, let me see here. It's not, it's just got a little bit of allergies going on. So that's what it is. Oh, it's 8 hours, yeah. Well, it's just they closed down during the excuse me, they closed down during the winter time. So it's just because lake ice and stuff like that freezes over. That's what happens to the ferry. So I don't know if they're even we need limit turnovers for sure, and to have a chance. Yeah, we need to limit the turnovers, except maybe get turnovers from them. So if Aaron Rodgers can go ahead and throw those interceptions, and we capitalize on them like he did last time. But I do understand. Yeah, we can't be having the giveaways. Definitely. We also cannot be having the the penalties either. So we gotta definitely not turn the ball over, and we got to uh, we gotta definitely not be giving up yards on penalties and sustaining drives for them by getting penalties on us. Definitely agree with that as far as limiting turnovers. And right now, as far as for takeaways, if you look at it, Green Bay has had quite a few takeaways their last few games, but Jared Goff is not Tua. So, Jared Goff has been doing well. Uh, he just got to play smart and keep playing like he's been in the latter half of the year rather than on the first half of the year. And so that's different. And, I'm running. We need to keep on running that ball. But we also got to play action pass, and we just got to score. And uh, like Cowboy for Life fan says, if we get that big lead, we can't just stop. We can't just stop. We gotta keep on adding to that lead. Keep on trying to run that clock out, but keep on adding to that lead because we can't let them come back. One thing Aaron Rodgers has been known for doing in the past, and Green Bay leading their team back and winning. And that's another thing that we can't do. Yeah. Green Bay secondary has been ball hawks last 4 games. No doubt. Exactly. But we just can't make it easy for them, though. That's for sure. All right. Yeah. Once again, I do want to thank everybody for coming in. No, I'm not ending this show or anything like that. I want to thank you guys for your comments. Uh, Definitely well appreciate. Like, subscribe, and also leave comments at the end of the show too. Uh, Tell your friends about it. Uh, but definitely great. You know, uh, you guys know your football and you guys know what's going on. Uh, but I mean, there's been some teams that or some, like we cannot have against the, we cannot have like we had against Cowboys where we turned over the ball and turned over the balls. That's for sure. Uh, that is for sure. We cannot do that. So I 100% agree with you. And as far as for their secondaries have been playing good, but just gotta make smart decisions, you know, uh, and force more turnovers and force force turnovers and capitalize. Timothy Becker, Timothy Beck, he called Becker. He's a victim of the modern age. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Keep the ball away from uh, Jared Alexander for sure. Yeah. Don't throw his way, and also, keep on run that ball. Run that ball. Yeah. Know your opponent. Keep the ball away from the guys that are making those interceptions for sure. For sure. I definitely like your point of view there. And I mean, it's solid point of view. Keep away from their cornerbacks that go ahead and uh, freaking get those turnovers for them. And also, we gotta go ahead and play. Our the Lions also need to go ahead on defense. Okay, on defense, they're going to need to go ahead and really work to stop the run. Uh, get that run defense up. Uh, go ahead and just, you know, stop Rodgers. Both Rodgers, because you got the quarterback Rodgers and the running back Rodgers. So we just gotta go ahead and stop them. But see, we another thing you cannot do, is you cannot concentrate on the run only and forget about the pass, because if you're only playing for for one thing, and against one thing, that's when the team can go ahead and use the other team to beat the other part to beat you for sure. So yeah. Um, as far as, like I say, on defense, we gotta stop the run, but also be ready for if they decide to abandon the run and go ahead and uh, be ready for Aaron Rodgers to try to beat us, because you know that he's gonna if the run isn't doing it for him, he's gonna try to find a way for him to do it. All right, Lions news. What is more important for the Lions to make the playoffs, or beating the Packers' pride of Detroit? That's our question. But actually, part of it's one. Well, to me, it's more important for Lions to beat the Packers, because hey, it is. That's that's definitely more important. Okay. Facebook users. The Cheeseheads crowd is definitely the 12th, if not the 13th man going to be held there. Yes, that's true. Packer fans, cheeseheads, whatever you want to call them, and yeah, you have a right to cheer on, to root your team, to actually be maniacs for your team or whatever. Yeah, definitely. But the Lions need to go ahead and put that out of their head and just figure out a way to win. Okay. Thank you for your comment, Facebook user. Uh we need Hutchins and Houston to keep attacking on passing downs. Yep. Aaron Rodgers ain't as fast as he used to be, that's for sure. Age has gotten there. And plus, he's been injured, at least earlier, so I don't know how he is now. Even more important, contain Jones and Dillon. Yep. Great running backs. Do either the easier said than done. Exactly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is easier said than done, but they still gotta do it. That's why they make all the big bucks for. That's what you gotta say. That's why they make all the big bucks for. All right. Lions news. Fan week 18. Rooting guy. All Lions take is take a look at the keys week 18 NFL matchups that will impact the Lions' playoffs chances, potential po- positioning, matchup, sideline report. I guess I wasn't there that time. No. All right. Thank you, Grandizer12. Facebook user. Ah, beating the Packers is more important without a doubt. Amen. I agree. I agree. This year. All right. This year, beating the Packers is more important to me. Because then that just makes it, that just makes it that we have beat, we have only lost one team, one, one time against one team in the NFC North. So I agree with you totally. For me, I said you, and it gives us a winning record for sure. So there's still stuff to play for if we are out of the playoffs. All right. Tim, it's me. How come it says Facebook user? Is this Kevin? I don't know Did you give permission? I mean, I see. I can't change that on here. It just it just says Facebook user. But is this Kevin? Jerry Goff? LOL. Okay. Lions News Detroit. Jamal Williams can top 1,000 yards, breaking Barry Sanders' TD record versus O team. Detroit Lions free press. Someone say, yeah, and that would be great. When would be a better time to go ahead if you're a former Packer players? Uh, when would be a better time to do it? I I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do it against your own team, break that record. That would be great. That would be great. Greg Rice, you got to give me your StreamYard permission to check. Okay, you got give StreamYard permission to check the link on your post. That was for you, Facebook user. All right, beating the Packers is more important without a doubt. Yep, I read that, Tim. Okay, I read that. Looks like I backed up. All right, Tim, please get your glasses. Oh yeah, it's cold outside. That's where the glasses are in the car. Tim's always there. Hee hee. All right. Okay. Jared Goff, LOL. It's Jared Goff. I suck. uh, that's what. Okay. It's Jared Goff. Oh, but you know what? In all fairness to Jared Goff has really, really done. And he hasn't he hasn't hurt us this year. I you know I know we've been I mean I'm not a Matthew Stafford hater by far. I mean I know I said a few things against him, but you know uh M- Matthew Stafford did not have things tailor made for him. Why I don't know, but we just gotta realize that he also wanted to leave Detroit, and it was kind of like a one year show. Okay. Brian. Okay, Brian. Yeah. All right. Welcome, welcome. All right, welcome, Brian Stover. Okay, yeah. Now we can see your name. Well, see, the reason I thought it might have been Kevin, except for some of the stuff that you were saying. Kevin is a friend of the shows, and uh, he was on a couple shows ago and stuff like that, and it said Facebook user too, so that's why. Okay, I did kind of miss it. Lions news: Detroit Lions would make the playoffs with a win over the Packers, and the NFL decides to add an eighth team. Yeah, and that would be great if they do decide. And why are they waiting so long to decide? Let's just get it done. Add the eighth team. Okay, Lions news. Detroit release epic hype video for the final game of the season. Outkick. Tim was there, yeah. All right. First time I caught you on live. Yeah, it is. Maybe it's like because it's the first time I actually been on before 10 o'clock. Uh, and I'm glad you showed up, Brian. I'm glad you did. Uh, also, if you could sign up for the Tim's Maniac Sports YouTube. Uh, I'm glad to have you on Facebook. I'm trying to also get my subscriber base up there too. Uh, and of course, another thing is Twitch. That anybody who wants to see it on those platforms too, it's Twitch, Maniac Sports, and of course, Maniac Sports. Um, Tim's Maniac Sports YouTube, and Facebook is Maniac Sports. So yeah, I'm glad you got me here. Finally got me live. Yeah, it's Brian stuff. Okay, uh, so uh, right. Do you think that the Lions should take a quarterback in the draft? I know. This is one thing I kind of going to open up. What would be the pros and cons for taking a quarterback in the draft when you got Jared Goff that actually, I mean, he's been there this whole year. Yeah, last year was dismal. All right, helped us, and yes, it's been tailor made. But who would you take? And would you take him to be your starting quarterback next year, or would you take him to learn under Jared Goff? And is Jared Goff going to be re-signed after this, this year? Now, me, I'm kind of split, because I think we got to build that defense up. Uh, we do got to prepare for when, in whatever circumstances, there will be a time when Jared Goff will not be here. Uh, but you know, when is it time to go ahead and start having the replacement? Like, hey, you got to give credit to Green Bay because they had Aaron Rodgers when Brett Favre was still playing. You had now they got Jordan Love for when Brett Favre is gone, or when Aaron Rodgers is gone. So yeah, yeah. Hi, everybody. Like the video. Definitely like the video. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cowboy for Life. Uh, I hope everybody's having a great Saturday morning. Um, I have not made this too cartoony. because I, who I remembers when you used to get up early and was a kid and actually used to go watch. That was really the only time that you could get the new cartoon Saturday mornings. I remember that as a kid and stuff like that. And of course, you later on you could get some after. Uh, what does that have to do with football? Not much, but okay. QB in later round, like Duggan may eventually take Goff's spot. Favre had Rodgers. Montana had Young, exactly, etc. Bledsoe had, and then Brady, for sure. People are saying that Shaquan Barkley would love to be a Lion when free agency rolls around. Yeah, right. We could uh, definitely look at him. But now you know when is it right? And this is what I'm saying. Especially in the free agent market. You know, uh, when is it right to go ahead and get that home run hitter quarterback to say? Because like, are the Lions ready now, or do you go ahead and really stack up your defense? All right, make it number one. Make it so that it's comparable to your offense. Play with golf. Yeah. play golf for one more year at least. See what he can do with a great defense and a great offense. And then maybe the following year get that home run hitter that can put you over the top, you know? I mean, that's one way that I look at it. Okay. We need playmakers. Quarterback, not a game manager. I definitely I agree with I definitely see your point. But what I'm just saying, are we are we at that point? Is that team at that point right now where you want to invest so much capital in a free agent or whatever that will go ahead and bring that, but because of that you gotta cut other other good players and weaken your team in other ways because you got to have the balance of having that great team. And yet quarterback cannot be your only playmaker for sure, because we had that for years. We had it where you had Kelvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford. uh you know Matthew Stafford's talent was there. Yeah, uh, uh, he was not just a game manager. He was a playmaker. He is a playmaker. Uh, but you also got to have that team around you. And last year when the Rams won the Super Bowl, they had that team all set where Matthew Stafford was able to bring them over the edge and get that Super Bowl. I'm just saying, is the Lions ready for that now? That's my question. But that is definitely a good point. Okay, he's a running back on the Giants. Okay, all right. Yeah, we were talking quarterback then, like I know, yeah. And once again, I say it depends on what we can get him for. You know, uh, definitely add, he'll definitely add to our running back um, talent, but he's definitely going to cost a lot of money too. Resources we need to be. Nowadays in this NFL, you need to be smart in your resources that you have. All right, we'll love JJ McCarthy next year. Yeah, for sure, for sure, exactly. And you know what? Hey, I do want to thank all you guys for your comments. Because I'll tell you one thing, when I created this show, I wanted it to be also different from a lot of your other shows where you're just listening to the host talk. Uh, you know, having people in here commenting and in the chat is great, and it's just really is interact. This is an interactive show with the fans, and this has been my best one ever, for sure. And it's hard to believe I've been almost doing this for an hour now. Uh, but yeah, JJ McCarthy next year. Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna have more cat space next year too. All right. My prediction: Detroit Lions 26, Green Bay 25. I like that prediction. That 1 point game. All right, Grandizer 12. Definitely a win for the Lions. Uh, I think I said what, 34-19 Lions. 19's an odd score though. Oh yeah, thank you. Gotta go to gotta go to work today. Um, but yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the wishes. Um, what's your prediction, Cowboy for life? as far as for the game. Yeah, we'll take predictions. Anybody? Ryan Stover, what's yours? But thank you. Okay. Uh, Thank you everybody for joining the stream. Definitely. Please hit the like, subscribe button. Please share. Stay healthy, happy, safe, blessed, and have a great week. One pride for sure. All right. Uh, my prediction, Cowboy for Life, is Green Bay 17, Detroit 23. Love that. Love that prediction. Love that prediction. Yeah. Uh, okay. Take care, you maniac. I'm very worried. But Lions by three. Lions by three. Hey, I'll tell you what. I can understand. Believe me, I can understand because it's at Green Bay. It every, you know, everybody almost all the national media. You know, they're I listened to Skip and Shannon and stuff yesterday, and they were talking. They were talking about everybody's picking the Packers. But then you know, is it up? Is it upset in the making? You know it. And to me, would it be upset if the Lions actually beat the Packers? No, it wouldn't be. Why? Because, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, even with how Green Bay is playing right now, the Lions are the better team. Now, it's going to decide who shows up. Who shows up? If it's the Lions that showed up for the Carolina game, we ain't got a chance. Okay. But if it's the Lions that showed up those other times, if it's the Lions that showed up for the Bears game, we definitely got a chance. You know, and I just think that if we're playing better, that we just gotta look at it, and sometimes you just gotta go in and you gotta execute. You know, I mean, hey, I wish we wouldn't worry about this darn uh, Rams Seahawks game. Part of me could care less. Yes, I want the Lions to be in the playoffs, but I want the Lions to be looked at as being a great team, as being a team that can do. Yes, I mean, they went from a team that only won 3.5 games last year. All right, they went from a team that was basically stripped of all talent and all playmakers last year and became a team that is contending to be in the playoffs this year. Yes, Val caught it. She said she thought that the Lions would be, and anybody who, I mean, I know Brian knows, I know Grandizer 12 knows, anybody from Detroit Lions on the prowl knows who Val is. She's queen of the prowl. Jim's widow. Uh, but she put. I predicted. I was saying I wanted 10 wins or better. This would get us 9 wins. I think the Lions have improved that much, and I think even with the way the Packers are playing now, you also got to look with the way that the Lions are playing now, and you cannot just give discount points basically because of the way the Lions did things in the past. Because if you're that better team, I mean, and if you have grown, you know, you're not going to go ahead and get slapped in the face and knocked to the ground and whatever, you know. But are we going to have the respect by the NFL by the officials. Because I'll tell you, some of the calls that you see, it might not be that they just hate the Lions, but perception. This can't be the Lions doing this. So, maybe they just, perceive that the Lions being so bad. So perception is a lot of it. How you perceive yourself to be, how how others go ahead and look at you guys too. And this beating Green Bay on national TV shows that you have arrived. And that's why beating the Packers is more important than getting into the playoffs, in my opinion. But with that, it is. I've been doing this show for an hour. Do gotta, I do gotta go to work today. Ugh. But yeah, I do want to thank everybody. Like, subscribe, share this show. Tell your friends about it. Anybody who wants, I mean, I would love to have actual guests on my show. We can set something up. Anybody who wants to actually be on the show, uh, thank you guys for the chat. Uh, I'm definitely going to do a show tomorrow. Uh, Before the game. Sometime before the game. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if I'll get up so early tomorrow and do it at 9, but I'm definitely going to do a show before the game. And who knows, maybe one right afterwards. You know, but remember, you guys also Lions Nation Unite. Check that place out. Uh, you can check out other content creators too. I mean, I know everybody. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm of course co-founder of Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Uh, you can see me on there every Friday. Um, I wish I was on there more often sometimes. All right, Timothy 101. The tradition of festivities begin with airing a grievous grievance. Got a lot of problems with your people, and now you're going to hear about it. You may follow the roar of UK, Anthony, Matthew, Ryan, and Steve, definitely via YouTube, for sure. For sure. They the roar of the UK are really great, and a lot of them came over last year. You know, last year to see the Lions game, the Lions Thanksgiving Day game. So yeah, definitely check those out. But I do want to go ahead and give everybody uh thank you, appreciation. Anybody who commented, uh Cowboy for Life, Brian um Stover, and if I pronounce your name, I'm sorry, wrong. Uh Grandizer 12, definitely, and I hope I got everybody. And of course, Greg Rice. Thank you. Looks like I got everybody that commented. Thank you guys. And let's go, Lions. Win one and one pride. Uh, I do got to get ready for work. So take care. And you know what? One last roar. Roar! All right. Have a good night, people. Or a good day, people.